Right, so 4x4 Rubik's Cube. It's interesting. The method to solve it is usually reduction. So what you would do is you would solve the center, then you will group these two, and by doing the center and grouping all of the middle two squares together, you are making it into 3x3. You'll have one square, one square, quotation marks, one square, and you can solve it like a normal 3x3 with some small exceptions. So, the first thing that you'd want to do is create, well, as I said, the squares. But because the centers are not fixed, you need to do it in the correct order. If you do not have it in the correct order, you cannot solve it. You will need to undo steps and do it correctly. I start off with white, is what I do with a 3x3. It's what I've always done with a 3x3. But I will make the white. I will find the other whites. I will move them to this one. And if I want, like, so this is on the opposite side to this, I will move this like this. And I'll move this. So this is on the opposite side to the empty one. This looks weird, but the reason we do this is so later when we're doing the other squares, it doesn't mess it up. If we move this up in line with the other one, so this is still here, we've moved it up to this one. If we spin it, move it back down, we've created a square, but the reason you do it like that instead of just moving it into it is it does not change any of the other centers, which is what we want. I then do yellow. I cannot finish this yellow as yellow is the opposite of white. It should be going here. So I need to move the yellow into the opposite. Then I will find the last yellow and I will do the same thing. So now we have white and yellow. I then usually do blue. The order for, so we've done the top, we've done the bottom. The order is blue, red, green, and orange. Very important that that is done correctly. You can do it on any of the squares, but it needs to be that order around. So I will be starting on this square, as that's got the most so far. I will move this. I will then find the last one. You can also do the trick from before the opposite way, from the left, where you move it up, move it around, you move it down. It's on the blue. I'm going to do the red. There's two reds up here. So I will, to get both of them at the same time, you can go up, spin it twice and move it down. And you'll notice that the blue is still fixed. If I had just moved the red like downwards, the blue would be bad. So that's why we do the weird funky thing like that. It keeps the blue perfectly safe. The other red is up here, so I will move it and I'll move it down. Red is done. Then next is green, so I'm going to quickly do that as well. Now we've got green, we've got orange, red, blue, white, and yellow. This is the order, the only order. If you have a cube, you can have cubes with a different order. This is usually the standard color order for Rubik's Cube of any type, not just a 4x4. The next step is to do this. This one has been done already, just through chance, but we want to be doing it for every single one. We want to be matching. It does not matter where they are, because once we've finished doing this, it's just like a normal 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So you can just have them wherever. Like this isn't in the correct, this one is not in the correct spot, that doesn't matter. We're just grouping the twos together. And the way you do that is you find them, there's the blue and the white, and there's another blue and the white, and you want to orientate it in a certain way. So you want to have it so they are opposites on a horizontal on the third layer of the cube, like this. You can see they're opposites there and there. You then want to do a specific algorithm, which I will do slowly. You want to go left, or right, my bad. You want to go right, you want to go up, move it like that, that, and move it back. You can see that they're now together. You have to do this several times to get all the pieces. I'll do it again with the green and the white here. I will move them horizontally. I will do the same series of movements to then line them up. You can do it the opposite way, but I always do it the right way because it does not matter. I do it faster this way and I'm comfortable doing it that way. Yeah, you do that until they're all solved. I have grouped all of the different edge pieces, and now I'm just going to solve it as if it was a normal 3x3, as they're all grouped together, which allows me to just solve it as if it was a normal cube, which is exactly what the point of the reduction is in the first place. If you've gotten to this point and you did not put the centers in the correct spot, you would not be able to put the corners in the right place, which is a telltale sign that you have done it wrong, and you will need to not fully restart, but you will need to move the centers into their correct spot before you're able to continue. Otherwise it's not possible. You do not, it solves like a normal 3x3 up until you get to this stage with the yellow cross. There's a chance that this won't happen, but it happens a lot, like half the time, so you do need to still learn it. And it is when you make the yellow cross normally, I got it already, but you try and get the yellow cross normally, but you end up getting this instead, where you have that, and the one is in the front. You need to do a specific algorithm to get past this, and it is quite long, but it's needed, and you do need to know this and learn this. So you'll move this 180 degrees, so the white is on the top. You will then move the back piece 180 degrees. You will then move this 180 degrees. You'll move this downwards, this 180 degrees, this downwards, this 180 degrees, this upwards, again 180 degrees this. Then you switch it up, you do this 180 degrees, you move this up again, you do the front 180 degrees again, you move this upwards, then you move the back 180 degrees, then you revert what you did, stop, and that makes the yellow cross. The way I remember it, personally, what helped me remember that algorithm is you start with this. That's just how it goes. You end up with white, yellow. The bottom it's white, yellow as well. Those are two moves. They're fine, but the whole middle part I just do. Oh, it's left, then it's down, then it's left, then it's down, then it's left, then it's up, then it's left. Then there's the next part, which is it's down, then it's up, then it's down, then it's up. Then you just revert what you did in the start, so you do the back, then you do the forwards. It does take time, but it comes with practice. It's not too difficult. I think if you cut it up in stages, it's easier to remember, but you need to learn it in order to solve this edge case, which will come up. It is important that this is memorized, and memorized well. Like that. Yellow cross. Now there is another edge case, which I don't know if it will come up. If it doesn't, I will still do it anyway, as it's also needed, and it's a little bit annoying as it does revert some progress, but it is a consistent way of doing it, and it's only one algorithm, and if you do it in the correct way, it's only one edge case, but it also might come up eventually, but when we get to that point, we'll see. Now it's just like normal 3x3 again, so we're going to try and line up the colours. Yellow, blue, that one's wrong, that one's wrong. Where you do this with 3x3, normal, ish, away, like that. Now they're all centered as they should be, and now you might get the edge case, which I'm just going to do on this cube, as I know it will not work. But what you want to have is a solved piece in the top left corner. The algorithm always works if there's a solved piece. And by solved I mean it's in the correct spot. It doesn't need to be correctly orientated, like the yellow is meant to be under, but it's orange, green, yellow. That's the correct corner piece. You always have the correct corner piece top left, and any other correct corner pieces on the right, you can do the algorithm from the front. To repeat that, correct corner piece in the left, and any other ones on the right. So you can't have it like this, as there is one top left, but the other correct one is there, which is bad, because this is unsolved. So we need to have it like this, as this is top left and this is on the right. If you do that, you can do this algorithm where you want to go center like this, and like this, then like this, then like this, then like this, then like this. That does revert some progress, as you need to redo this part, but it means that you can then do it correctly on your next attempt of getting to that part. Yeah, as you can see, this is now correct spot, this is now correct spot, this is now correct spot. That doesn't always come up, but I knew that was the case in this scenario, so I did it. But that does not happen all the time, which does need to remember. But that also needs to be learned, as it will come up, and it's the only way of getting past that at a basic level, as that is just one algorithm. Now you just do the faces, the corners, like normal 3x3, which is simple, and that is the cube solved. You know, well, relatively slow fashion. Cool.